and click generate member. Oh, hang on a minute. Right click and hit redraw real quick. Where there's nothing on that screen. All right. Yeah. All right. So click generate member loads, and it's going to tell you to hit members, and then right click when you're done. All right. So for the win loads, let's do the leeward side first. So click on the 4 columns on the right side of the screen, and right click. Actually, hit cancel. Back up for a minute. Hit cancel and redraw. On the force, change your direction to X, because this force is being applied laterally. All right, so click on X and hit generate member loads and select those 3 columns on the right and right click. Okay, now it's going to ask you what the load value is going to be. All right, so our load value for the leeward side is going to be 1.8 kips per foot. Now, is that positive or negative in the X? Positive, right? Okay, so I'm going to type in 1.8 kips per foot. And for the start of the member, you're going to type in 0, and then how long are each of those columns? Okay, so you're going to type in 15 for the end. And you're going to hit done. And then your loading should look like that.
What is the 0, 15?
It's the height, it's the column height. It's from 0 to 15 feet. Okay, so that is for the leeward side. So let's do the windward side now. Okay, so if we still got X. Let's generate member loads. Now, what about this bottom one right here? How far does it go up? The 2.1 goes the whole length. Okay, but it's only the 2.1 only acts on that bottom column. So click on the bottom left column over here and right click, and you're going to type in 2.1, and you'll do 0, 15 again, and you'll do done, and then that 2.1 should show up right there. Okay. Now for the next one right here, how far does the 2.25 go up? 10 feet, right? Now remember the order that you generated your columns in. We went from bottom to top. Okay, so the start of the column is at the bottom of it. All right, so 2.25. So we're going to click on generate member loads. You're going to click on that column again and right click, and we're going to do 2.21. 2.21, and we're going to go from 0 to what? 2.25. 2.25, and go from 0 to what? 10. Okay, and then you're going to hit done. Now, how far did that loading go up this time? Stopped at 10, okay? All right, now, how far does this loading go? The 2.4. 5 feet on that one, and then 5 feet on that one, right? Okay, so 2.4, I'm going to click generate member loads. I'm going to click on that same column and right click, and I'm going to do 2.4, but what's my start and my end?
10.
Okay, 10 and then 15, because I'm going from right here to right here. Okay? So 10 to 15 for the second column.
What is that 25 to 30? Oh, doesn't the first one count? The one?
No, it's only on that member, the height of that member. Okay, so when you hit done, then you'll see the 2.4. And I need to do the same thing again on the last one. So I'll do 2.4. But how far do I go on this one now? What is that? What's that?
0 to 5.
0 to 5. Okay. So 0 to 5. Hit done. And then what's my last one?
From 5 to from 5
Is it 2.5?
15.
Okay, 2.5, and I'm going to go from 5 to 15. Okay, and I'm going to hit done. All right. Now let's hit redraw, and I want to show you what that really looks like now. If you click on display load, all right, and W should be the default down here at the bottom. If you click draw load arrows, it will draw them to scale. And you can see, you can't really see it on my screen too much, but you should be able to see it on yours. You can see this distribution of forces over here. It changes as you go up. All right, and you got the leeward right here. Okay, we still need to add the uplift. Okay, so go back to, everybody still with me? Did you lose me?
No, I lost it while it was
All right. All right, go back to loads, active independent, and let's click on wind. Okay, we still need to add the loads to the top of the building for uplift. Okay, so what we're going to do is click on W, and we're going to do member loads again. This will be force, but in the Y. All right, so it'll be force in the Y direction, load distribution uniform. I'm going to click on generate member loads, and I'm going to click on this first column right here. And what's my distributed load on the first column for uplift? Okay, 1.5. Is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive, because it's going up, and it goes from 0 to what? 25. All right. And I'm going to do generate member loads. Click on the second column. I mean the second beam. I'm going to do 1.5. And how far does it go? 0 to 12.5. Okay. Generate member loads. Click on the beam again. And this time I'm 1.0 for my distributed. And I go from what? To 25. Okay. And then click on the last beam and do 1.0, and it goes from 0 to 25. Okay. All right. So now, so what's the only loading that I haven't done yet?
Connections.
Well, I'm skipping snow. What's that? Pattern live loads, right? All right. So if I go back to independent active loadings, and I look at pattern live load. Where are you going to put it? Where are you going to put your pattern live load?
Oh, we're going to do the checker pattern thing?
Okay, we got to think about the influence lines. So, for example, let's say that we want to look at the maximum. Let's say we want to look at the maximum reaction on the column or the foundation of joint 2. Where would you apply the live load to get the maximum reaction at the base of that column?
The first beam and the second beam.
How many? Which
Yeah,
floor? Which
all
floors?
3 of them.
All 3 of them? Okay. All right. So let's do pattern live load, and we'll do. We'll do member loads. We'll do force in the Y, and we're going to click on all 6 of these columns. I mean beams. Excuse me. Now, why do I not click on these 3?
Because this is going to be positive.
Because it would cause uplift on that column, right? Okay, so if I right click on that, what's my live load? 0.4, negative 0.4. And I'm going to go from 0 to 25 on all those beams. And I hit done. So now it goes down. Okay? All right, so before we go any further, what's that?
How did we see